skating league. I can be where I want to be and when I want to be. Mark D'Amato has no say in telling me how to do my job.
Last time we saw you, though, you had a referee shirt on. You were out there refereeing, which he ordered you to do.
Well, yes, but it certainly turned back on him, didn't it?
I guess it did. Yes, it did. Absolutely. How would you like to stay in the booth here and watch the last period with us?
It'd be my pleasure. Well, I have to admit, it's an honor to have Kenneth Logue here in the booth with us, Rory.
All right, here we go. The fourth period has started. And the California Quakes with a 4-point lead at 17-13 in this game. They get Eric Slopey out of the jam. And Slopey being challenged out there by Micah Martin of the Nevada Hot Dice. Should be a great fourth and final period. It'll be interesting to have General Manager Kenneth Logue with us for this period. As both teams try and pull this game out, it's up to the man to win it and decide it. Uh-oh, look out. As we look down the infield, I see Atkinson has the bench. And he and Rusty Montgomery have brought the bench out of the track. And they're going to knock the Hot Dice down with it. What else would they do with it? Slopey slips under it, and they knock Micah Martin out of the play.
Well, Sean Atkinson, if he doesn't get any help from his teammates, he says, what the heck, I'm going to use for some furniture.
You got some help from Rusty Montgomery in carrying the bench out. I guess that's all he needed. You like that, Blake?
Well, you know, I can't say specifically, but I'm certain there's something in the rule book that would forbid anybody from taking a piece of furniture out and using it on the phone.
There's Atkinson. He thought it was a great move. The fans seem to enjoy it, although Atkinson and Montgomery wind up in the penalty box.
Low bridge.
And then watch Slopey. He knew what was happening. He slipped underneath the bench, but McDaniel couldn't do it, and Atkinson celebrates by pounding his head on it. They didn't give him the points, though. I guess you knew they wouldn't. 17-13, the Quakes lead it by 4.
You have to congratulate the referees for keeping control there.
I guess you would.
Well, it takes a lot of courage to get in the face of these guys.
Getting out there is Brian Krebs for the California Quakes. As we're here with league general manager Kenneth Logue, who brings to our broadcast booth with his presence. Christian Salvia gets out there for the Hot Dice. So Salvia and Brian Krebs in a 17-13 game with the Quakes leading it here in the final period. Double block set up by the Quakes. And Weber goes back to block for the Hot Dice. 20 seconds left in the jam. Weber takes the quick jammers out. And there was a flying couple of points for Christian Salvia. He caught in midair. He called it off. So he got the 2 and the Quakes didn't get any.
Well, Christian Salvia, what a heads-up play by Christian Salvia. You'll see Mark Weber go through and take down the 2 blockers. Rusty Montgomery, I believe it. That's Chad Vaughn or one of the other Quakes. But watch his hands right there. You saw his hands call off the jam in midair. He gets the 2 points. A close in pursuit. Krebs does not get it. Watch this closely. He leaps, calls off the jam midair, gets 2 points. Great, fantastic heads-up play by the love machine, Christian Salvia. And that's the kind of example of athleticism that we want to bring back to the World Skating League. It was perfectly clean and quite breathtaking.
He calls that the Cuban Missile. And it's caused a Cuban Missile crisis for the Quakes as the game is tightened up 17-15. Quakes leading it by 2. Tony Santiago is out there for the Quakes as the Dice look to try and take the lead now with Jason McDaniel. How's that for a move, Mr. General Manager?
Well, it takes my breath away. That's the kind of great skating that we want to encourage here in the World Skating League.
Here comes McDaniel. McDaniel will face Rusty Montgomery as he gets to the back of the pack. And Montgomery gives him a shot. The Quakes have kind of lost momentum since they brought that bench out onto the track. They haven't scored a point since then, since those points were taken away. Oh, McDaniel's going to get put down face first by Rusty Montgomery. There's another move you enjoy, right, Kenneth?
Hardly. It's the sort of thing that I've been trying to bring to the attention of the referees. They can't allow that kind of thuggery to go on the track. We're going to...
Let's go. Get in the box. You're going to be taking it upon yourself to clean it all up, huh? 17-16.
saw it a few games ago with the aid of a bench. He said, I don't need a bench this time. I'm going to do it. Looks like almost like a double boot, stealing a little bit of Mark D'Amato's thunder. Sean Atkinson. Mr. Long, I don't mean any disrespect, but I can't see how you can do nothing but love the enthusiasm of what this young man does for this game. The Ack Attack is such a great asset for you, and I know sometimes he aggravates you, but I got to say I love it.
Enthusiasm is one thing, pure savagery is another. They have to draw a line somewhere, and that's way beyond the line that I draw.
You can't deny it's crowd-pleasing, though. Here we go into the final jam of the night, 23-16. The California Quakes trying to protect a 7-point lead. So who goes out there? McDaniel and Micah Martin for the Hot Dice. They need 7 to tie and 8 to win. Can they get them? Martin and McDaniel approach the back of the pack where Atkinson's hanging out and saying, no, they're not going to get them against me. Atkinson rips the right elbow into Jason McDaniel. Now Micah Martin will try him. Mark Weber set him off over and out. And can they get 7? Can they get 8? They're flying through the pack, both of them, and they called it off. Let's see what they got. I got 8 1. 8.
Very good. Oh, they win. Very good.
They win, they pull it out.
What terrific skating.
The Hot Dice win it by 1. And there is Mark Weber, who threw Atkinson over the rail and out of the building. There he goes. He's hurt. Well, you like that move, huh, Kenneth?
That's a tremendous finish to a tremendous game. I say that justice was served on that play.
I thought you didn't like savagery. What's this?
That was a perfectly clean hit. It was Mr. Atkinson's own momentum that took him over the rail.
Atkinson skated off to get some attention in the locker room. It looked like he might have hurt his wrist.
And look at that. He got his elbow pads off. He was clearly intending to do harm to the skaters in the back.
Mr. General Manager, what are your plans? You've said you have big plans for this league. So far, you haven't really been able to apply them, but what's in your mind?
I do have some very big plans and some very exciting news for the fans, but I'll have to reveal them in their own time, at the proper time.
And I take it that's not right now.
Not at the moment.
All right, that's League General Manager Kenneth Logue. Danny Wolf, Broadway Danny, is with the Ack Attack, Sean Atkinson.
All right, first, Sean, I got to ask, how you feeling?
I feel all right. They think I might have a slight fracture of my whole forearm, but we'll see how that goes.
But another frustrating loss, though.
Yeah, well, because I'm not getting any support. Rusty Montgomery's having problems. I don't know if it's girl problems because he can't get any or whatever, but I'm telling you what, we have problems.
Rusty, come on. Totally uncalled for comments by the Ack Attack.
You know what, Danny, they say history repeats itself, but I'm actually starting to believe it. Mark Weber sets up on the rail. I cannot believe he didn't see it, okay? But yeah, that's still my fault. And you know what? I know what it is. He's going out with another woman, okay? It's always a woman.
I tell you what, it's always a bunch of crap out of your mouth, and you know what you do with crap? You flush it. Get the hell out of here, punk.
Back to you, Rory and Hawk.
Boy, looks like this is a team in severe disarray. The California Quakes squabbling amongst themselves.
Well, and Jamie Conneman, who always has a smile on her face, that's the only time I've never seen her have a smile on her face.